What just happened between Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris has left the Formula One world stunned. With only 2 races left, the McLaren garage is on edge. Lando Norris is 24 points ahead. Max Verstappen, the 4-time defending champion, is hunting them both. And Oscar Piastri? He's tied on points with Max, but he's just dropped a massive truth bomb on the world. And on Norris. In a move that surprised almost everyone, Piastri admitted something many fans feared. McLaren had a quiet conversation, a very brief discussion, about possibly using team orders to help Norris. But what did they decide? "We've had a very brief discussion, and the answer is no," Piastri said clearly. "I'm still equal on points with Max, and got a decent shot of still winning it if things go my way. That's how we play it." That one sentence changed everything. The silence was broken. The possibility of team orders, of McLaren favouring Lando, was real. But Oscar wasn't having any of it. And it's not just about team politics, it's about legacy, about history. Because if McLaren messes this up, if they split their chances and hand the title to Verstappen, the echoes of 2007 will come roaring back. Back then, 2 battling McLaren teammates let the title slip through their fingers. Kimi Räikkönen snatched it away, and now it's Max Verstappen looking to do the same. The nightmare got worse after the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Piastri had finished 4th, Norris 2nd, but both cars were disqualified due to a technical rule breach. Their skid blocks wore down too much. A tiny detail, but in F1, tiny is everything. Their results were wiped. Verstappen won, took maximum points, and suddenly, what was a Norris-Piastri fight became a 3-way shootout. Had the disqualification not happened, Norris would be 30 points ahead of Piastri. Comfortable, safe, but now, Piastri knows the stakes. "Ultimately, it's never a good thing," he said. "Yes, it prevents me from losing those 6 points to Lando. It also brings Max much closer into the fight. Overall, it's still a net negative. Painful, honest, real." And just as McLaren tried to calm the storm, Verstappen himself threw gasoline on the fire. When asked what he thought of McLaren's decision not to use team orders on Piastri, Verstappen smiled. He didn't hold back. "No, it is perfect," he said. "You can't do a better job than allowing them to race, because why would you suddenly now say that Oscar wouldn't be allowed anymore to race Norris?" Then came the part that blew the paddock away. "If that was said to me, I would not have rocked up. I would have told them to F off. If you're a real winner and a racer as a driver, then you go for it, even if you are behind. Otherwise, you can just easily label yourself as a number 2 driver, which I think Piastri does not want to be." Boom. Not only did Max praise Piastri's stance, he basically dared him to keep fighting, to prove he's no number 2. Verstappen added, "Then for me, I know that I am equal on points with Oscar, and a lot still needs to go right, but I think it should be like that they are free to race, and hopefully we can make it a great battle until the end." So now we have it. 3 drivers, 2 races, 1 title, and 0 team orders. McLaren team boss Andrea Stella also doubled down. When asked if team orders would come later, he was firm. "No, there is no reason to do so. We have always said that as long as the maths does not say otherwise, we would leave it up to the 2 drivers to fight for their chance at the final victory." That sounds bold. Maybe too bold. Because as history reminds us, fair fights don't always win titles. Sometimes they lose them. And in 2025, the stakes are higher than ever. One wrong move, one small mistake, and Max Verstappen could turn this entire story into a repeat of McLaren's worst memory. But here's the twist. What if this isn't about strategy? What if it's personal? Because deep down, it always is. This isn't just about numbers or winning. This is about respect, about legacy, about 2 teammates, both dreaming of the same thing, staring across the garage at each other, knowing only one gets to be world champion. Lando Norris, the longtime McLaren prodigy, the fan favorite, the guy who's been knocking on the door for years. Oscar Piastri, the cool-headed rookie sensation, racing like he's got nothing to lose but everything to prove. And now, thanks to that disqualification in Vegas, they're on a crash course, not just with Max Verstappen, but with each other. Behind the scenes, you can feel the tension building. Everyone remembers what happened in Austin, the sprint race crash. Teammates turned rivals, even for a second. McLaren brushed it off, said it was no big deal, but now, one more incident like that, and the whole title could go up in smoke. And McLaren knows it. Team principal Andrea Stella has been here before. He saw what happened at Ferrari when team orders tore apart the garage. He was there when Felipe Massa got told, "Fernando is faster than you." A message so damaging that Massa later said it hurt him more than his terrifying crash the year before. Stella learned, and now he's trying to protect both of his drivers from making the same mistakes. "Episodes like this make you grow," he said after the Vegas nightmare. "They're painful. There's no point in hiding it. But pain is also part of our sport. There's no blame," he says. "Only learning. Only growth. That sounds noble. But will it be enough? Because outside the factory walls, the world is watching." Commentators are asking the tough questions. Is McLaren risking it all by not picking a favourite? Should they have backed Norris the moment he pulled ahead? Zach Brown, the boss at the top, doesn't think so. "We're playing offense. We're not playing defense," he said. "I'd rather go. We did the best we can, and our drivers tied on points, and the other guy beat us by one, than the alternative, which is telling one of our drivers, 'I know you have a dream to win the World Championship, but we flipped a coin and you don't get to do it this year.' Forget it. That's not how we go racing." That sounds like honor. It also sounds like heartbreak waiting to happen. Because Max Verstappen, the man with 4 titles already in his pocket, isn't interested in fair fights. Since the summer break, he's won 4 races, grabbed 2 seconds, and 2/3. He's on a mission. And now, he's just 24 points back. On a sprint weekend, that gap can vanish overnight. And here's the nightmare. If Verstappen scores big in Qatar, he could roll into Abu Dhabi leading the championship. One slip-up, one strategy miss, one reliability issue, and McLaren's driver's title dream is gone. They've already won the Constructors. They already sealed that in Singapore. But there's no trophy for coming close in the driver's fight. There's no Wikipedia page that lists moral victories. And if they lose it to Verstappen, they'll have no one to blame but themselves. Because in the quest to do it the right way, McLaren might be ignoring the brutal truth of F1. Fairy tales don't always win. Just ask Ferrari. Just ask Webber. Just ask Alonso in 2007. But maybe, just maybe, McLaren is writing a new kind of story. Maybe Piastri and Norris can race clean. Maybe they can beat Max without destroying each other. Maybe this is the future of racing. 2 drivers, 1 team, no orders, and a title fight so pure it rewrites history. Or maybe Max Verstappen is about to slam the door shut on both of them. So we ask you, the fans, should McLaren have picked a side? Is Piastri right to fight on? Or will this all end in another what if for a team that dared to dream too big? Let us know. Because this title battle, it's not just going to be remembered, it's going to be legendary.